So what was the first? So sometimes you get so much spell, you are into the spell and you are not able to get out of it. And sometimes your ego becomes a part of that fantasized role. I would say this is good in a way because your subconscious mind does not know which is true and which is false. For example, during the break in the morning, one youngster came to me and said that, can I have my career explored in intelligence? And the boy really wants to become a CBI officer or CID officer or investigative personnel, which is a real good thing. So that spark the boy had was because of some some environment which has been filled up with fantasies. One more gentleman asked, why not becoming a politician? Why didn't you talk about that, sir? I said, I don't want to talk about becoming a politician to a +1, +2 student because I don't want to. But if you're a college student, I'll speak about becoming a politician, not now. But the spark that guy had for becoming a politician is also good. That's also based upon the fantasy. I have realized that most of the childhood fantasies have given a lot of self-confidence. So don't stop having those fantasies, but don't believe that fantasy is for real. Keep it inside, right? One particular person wants to be a Spider-Man and he has an information that his mind is like a Spider-Man. His mind has obtained the strength of a Spider-Man. As long as that little boy is not telling that to the friend, that particular belief system is going to be a confidence booster for him. And today, lots of quantum physicians say that this is good. Lots of quantum physicians say that it is good. Okay, what do you want? You want to believe that you are like that superhero? Fine, go ahead, believe in it, but don't talk to the others because they will label you as a mentally retarded person. But keep it within yourself. So sometimes the problems happen when you are carrying over this fantasy to somebody else. And that becomes an ego. And you talk to the other person that, who do you think I am? I'm this kind of a person, I'm that kind of a person. So when you are making a bigger ego of it, that's where you become problematic. So the first thing that you need to control at the same time, use on a tablespoon quantity is the fantasies. Second one. This I am speaking as a friend and as your elder brother, however you take. Feelings of lust and feelings of intricacies of the bad way of human evolution. Feelings of lust. Now let us talk very openly. It starts during 6th standard. Depends upon the biological changes of an individual. Depends upon the biological and biochemistry elements of an individual. There are 3 elements, my dear boys and girls, secreting into the brain. Element number 1, peptides. PEPTIDES, peptides. It's like glass particles that are secreting in the right section of your brain. Another one is dopamine. You might have heard about it. Dopamine. D-O-P-A-M-I-N-E. Dopamine. That's also a chemical that is secreted into the brain. Another one is, there is a specific method of secreting this. The third one that I'm going to speak. There is a specific method of making this secrete. Okay? And when you are secreting this, you might be having a whole lot of mixed emotions. Epidermis, E-P-I-D-E-R-M-I-S. In the frontal cortex, near the frontal cortex, there is a tiny nerve tissue that secretes epidermis, and epidermis is full of negative emotions, sometimes partially positive emotions. It is between the epidermis and peptides this lust feeling comes out. It is like the body says, go for this lust feel. But your spirit says, no, it is wrong in this age. Right? Your senses say, no, if it is not going to be now, then when else? So two people fighting for the want of it, only one person says that no, it is not right. So naturally, in the teenage, the body repulsive action is very, very fast and strong. So your mind listens to only body. That's why a boy starts teasing a girl, having a media reference. He looks into the girl, he connects the media reference along with the girl, and he starts uttering an ugly comment against the girl. And that's how a girl starts seeing a boy as a very tiny kind of an element. She relates some information that she received from media, and she sees the boy, and the boy appears to be tiny for that girl. Here the boy tries to tease the girl and harass the girl by bad comments. Here the girl tries to see the boy as a bad element and a tiny element. Sigmund Freud says it is a complex. Boys have a complex that they are not beautiful. Girls have a complex that they are not physically strong like boys. Dr. Freud says both the genders are having this kind of complex. And the person who is really able to manage this complex emerges as a leader. A person who listens to the spirit during the time of lust feelings emerges as a leader. But tricky factor is that, my dear boys and girls, both boys and girls during the teenage are not able to control the lust feelings because of physiological and body chemistry changes. The molecules are so strong, the acids are so strong, they are very fast, and the right brain or the left brain of the boy don't actually take control over that particular feeling, and the feeling just erupts, and the boy is not able to control it. Whereby misconduct behaviors automatically emerge. They use the cell phone, they go to bad websites, they put lots of things that are not necessary for their subconscious mind at that point of time. They start thinking over various unnecessary elements that are not needed for the subconscious mind at that point of time, and whatnot, everything happens. But during that lust feeling, during that negativity feeling, I want all the boys and all the girls, I don't want to sublimate one gender and implement another gender. For both the genders it's common. Right? So during the lust feeling, I want you to ask a couple of questions to yourselves. Couple of questions. First question is, where is it taking me to? Where is it taking me to? During the thirst, water is very sweet for me. During the hunger, my favorite dish is very sweet for me. So, lust feeling is a kind of a mechanism. Water is quenching the thirst, and food is quenching the hunger. Likewise, what lust quenches in me? Nothing. Literally nothing. It's all about the magnetic fluid that is secreting into your biological system. That is what is making all the mistakes. And it is the act of the magnetic fluid, both for the boys and girls. The saints and monks of our generation like Paramahansa, Vivekananda, Buddha, Jesus Christ, those people have been able to control this kind of tendencies being human being. They were able to put or exercise complete control over the lust feelings by understanding that it is a part of our nature and we cannot allow those things to come and dominate us. Likewise, you are also supposed to do. You are also able to do that. I mean, you ask a question, where or what does it give? What does it give you? Your mind comes and says that it is giving you a pleasure, you idiot, go for it. I want you to stop your mind at that point of time. Because that pleasure is not giving you any strength. Any pleasure that is not giving you strength is false. I repeat, any pleasure that is not giving you any strength is false. So you are alienated and enslaved by the bad slave feeling. Something that is not giving you proper level of special feeling, something that is not giving you the strength. Rather, it takes strength out of your mind and body. The first question that you need to ask is, where does it take me to? Second question, what do I get because of this? You are browsing something very tangible in the internet. Your mind deviates. It takes you to something else. At that point of time, I want you to literally stop for 1 second. 1 second. Please. Just stop and ask, where is it taking me to? What kind of delight or pleasure I am going to get because of this? Your mind is not going to give any positive answers. And when your mind is not going to give any positive answers, then why do you do that? Third question is my personal favorite. How can I be different in this situation? But sir, this feeling that you are speaking about, right, the lust feeling, it's so faster. நான் இந்த மாதிரி கொஸ்டின்ஸ் எல்லாம் கேட்கணும்னு யோசிக்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி அதை நான் சாப்பிட்டு போயிடும். It consumes me. ஏன் அவ்வளோ வீக்கா? Are you so weak that you are allowing some invisible factor to come and consume you for lunch? The third question is very, very important. How can I be different in this situation? Any S, any Y, any A, any P, any Z, இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு feeling வரும்போது they will fall prey for it. But I am not going to fall prey for it. How am I going to be different? Ask that question. Control that impulse. In the pursuit of asking these 3 questions, the feeling will run away from you. இதை மட்டும் நீங்க ட்ரை பண்ணி செஞ்சு பாருங்க. இது வரைக்கும் நம்ம ஜெனரேஷன்ல, இதுக்கு முன்னாடி இந்த ஜெனரேஷன்ல யாருமே பண்ணாத ஒரு விஷயத்தை நீங்க பண்ணீங்கன்னு நீங்க கர்வப்படும். You can take pride that you are doing something that the previous generations and the current generations have not even thought of doing this. Seriously. If I have a brother or if I have a sister in your age at my house, I would be creating an oasis of an environment where this feeling doesn't even come to them. Okay, right? But then our mom and dad are not so much literate to create such an oasis of an environment. Unfortunately, in Tamil Nadu, 65% of children's parents are illiterates. 65 is not a small number. இதெல்லாத்தையும் மேலே இன்னொரு விஷயம் இருக்கு. You have that feeling, think about your mom and dad. Think about the promises that you had for your mom and dad. Think about collapsing the dreams that your mom and dad has. Think about the dreams that they have every single day when they are sending you to the school. But you are turning as an animal. அதான் முக்கியம். அந்த இடத்துல வந்து இப்ப நான் சொன்ன எந்த விஷயமே உங்களுக்கு தோண மாட்டேன். For once, just once. During the break, one candidate came and asked me, sir, how can I change something? I said, for once, try that. For once, just once. Stand for yourself. Just once you try that, and then your mind will be okay. அது மாதிரி தான் நான் உங்களுக்கு சொல்றேன். Just once you try. Ask these 3 questions when you are having this vulnerable feeling coming and consuming you. What are those 3 questions can I have from you? What is the first question? Where does it take me to? What is the second question? What am I getting because of this? And what is the third question, the crucial question? What difference or how different can I be in this situation like no one else before? This is what is called as applying mind to life situations, which most of us are not able to do. Applying mind to life situations. First feeling was fantasy. Second feeling was lust feeling. Now let us jump into the third feeling. The third one. How many things I told you that they are taking control during this age? 5. And out of that, the first one, second one. The third one, feeling of insecurity. Feeling of insecurity. This guy is bigger than me. That guy is bigger than me. This girl is much better, that girl is much better, I'm not like them. If she's doing MC, she's really blessed, she's having the gift. If he's able to speak, he's really blessed, he's having a gift. Understand one thing, my dear boys and girls. If you are an angered person, if you are a jealousy person, if you are a fearful person, if you are a fault-finding person, எல்லாத்துக்குமே ஒரே ஒரு காரணம். You suffer insecurity. You know what is insecurity? What is insecurity basically? Can you tell me? What is the dictionary meaning of the word insecurity?
Feeling inferior.
It's a feeling of inferiority. Who said that? Ron. Okay. Feeling of inferiority. Not only that. When a boy stands up, holds a mic and speaks, அப்படின்னா ஒரு 4 பேர் சிரிக்கிறீங்க. No joke has been performed over there, and what's funny over there, and 4 people are laughing. psychologically, those four people think that by virtue of laughing, we can make that guy insulted. When say for example, if he's standing and holding the mic, immediately some 3 or 4 people will laugh. It's a sadistic pleasure that by laughing, I can make the person feel inferior. And if the person still holds the mic and keeps talking, the laughing will continue. Okay, first arrow did not hit harder. Now second arrow, third arrow, fourth arrow. But this guy is so strong, he keeps on holding the mic and he keeps on speaking because he knows that by taking use of this environment, I can definitely improve myself. I am least bothered about what these people think. So he is strong. And over there, one person gets succeeded, 4 people get defeated. And those 4 people have insecurity feeling. So how can you take control of this insecurity feeling? The very reason why people go for committing suicides after getting low marks is because of insecurity feeling. Because, oh my God, I really put my efforts so hard and my efforts have not been given the proper respect. I did not get a deserving mark, therefore I'm going to finish. I quit and I leave this place. Insecurity. When you are angered that some of your friends are not giving you proper respect, you basically internally feel that you are so much insecure and the other person is given the benefit and I am not given the benefits. It's insecurity. So insecurity can be really taken control of. Asking again a couple of questions within yourselves. I'm going to give you 4 questions for taking control of insecure feeling. First question. What is so special about this situation? What is so special about this situation? When I ask this question, my mind comes and says that when you are feeling insecure, your mind comes and says that searching for some beauty. Seriously, when your dad is in the car, you are also sitting alongside the car. And when you are in a signal, too much of traffic, teach your dad. Instead of ruffling about the traffic, instead of going hell and heck about the traffic, teach your dad. Dad, think what is so special about this situation. First you are going to get a slap, but again, hearing the slap, keep on asking the question, what is special about this situation? Mind starts searching for special situation. Yeah, I came here, I knew this is going to be incredibly hot. All the AC is not working. Now it's working, but all the AC is not working when the power is off and having lots of blasting away rain and it is on the roof and it is making so much of distraction. And when I came down here in the ramp, I was really aware that I'm going to make a chicken toast. But I asked this question, what's so special about this situation? So special about this situation is the combination of those 3 classes. And at this given point of time, you can speak anything to them. And with the span of time available, you can make lots of changes into the mind. Don't worry about the sweat, don't worry about the heat, don't worry about the humidity. Go for it. Use your vocal power, give your best and try to make some difference in this class. So when my mind starts thinking about that, my insecurity feeling is gone. So search for some special occasion, search for some special elements when you are feeling insecure. Question number 2. What is special about me here? What is special about me? First one was, what is special in the situation? Second one is, what is special about me? R-A-I-S-E-S. Appreciation and praises here. Is there a room for making appreciation and praise? Is there a room for giving? Let's say, for example, if she does well and if he does well in the project and I'm the third person, I alone did not do well in the project. Naturally, when my boss is appreciating her and him, I'm going to get insecure. During that time, I'm using the third question. What is the third question? Is there anything that I can praise? Of course I can praise. I can praise her. I can praise him. Maybe I did not do a good job, but you both were really too good at this. I really appreciate that. Fantastic. Maybe I'll get quick tips from you. From the heart. And the situation that you are பண்ணீங்கன்னு வெச்சுக்கீங்களேன் எது நடக்குதோ இல்லையோ உங்களுக்கு நிறைய பீஸ் ஆஃப் மைண்ட் கிடைக்கும். You sleep well that night. பட் நடக்கிறது என்ன? இதுக்கு ரைட் ஆப்போசிட். ஐம் ரைட்? ஒன்று இவங்க 2 பேரை போட்டு தரதுக்கு நம்ம ட்ரை பண்ணுவோம், இல்லை பாஸை போட்டு தரதுக்கு ட்ரை பண்ணுவோம், இல்லை இந்த கம்பெனியை போட்டு தரதுக்கு நம்ம ட்ரை பண்ணுவோம். So this is how our brains have been wired. So இந்த இடத்துல வந்துட்டு you're standing tall, right? So I recently told the person, sir, ஏன் கூட தான் சார் இருந்தான், ஏன் ஆஃபீஸ் தான் சார் ஒர்க் பண்ணேன், I'm earning 23,000 and he's earning 27,000, just 4,000 rupees difference, and I'm so much shocked to see him own a car. He's coming in Ford Figo, and I'm going by the same cab that I used to go by. Why God is so mean? அவன் எங்கெல்லாம் போயிட்டா பாருங்க. Why God is so mean? கடவுள் ஏன் இப்படி இருக்காரு, இந்த உலகம் ஏன் இப்படி இருக்கு? கொஞ்சம் கூட அவன் ஹார்ட் ஒர்க் பண்ணி இந்த காரை வாங்கினான்னு இவனுக்கு யோசனை இல்லை. This guy is so insecure that how dare, I'm earning 23,000, he's earning 27,000, and how can he afford to pay the EMI every month by getting a 5 lakh or 6 lakh Ford Figo car? I told him, go to him, over the coffee table, spare cup of coffees to each other, give him a handshake, look in his eye, from the heart, say, Melvin, his name is Melvin, Melvin, I'm so happy that you have come to the version of owning a car. I'm a colleague of yours, but I don't know why it's kind of a brotherly feeling, so I really appreciate it. Hope I will also get a car. Soon, I will. But appreciate that guy for owning the car. But now, Melvin is so happy that you are getting a car, and I'm definitely going to take it. You don't give any frantic expression. But from the heart, you just go and speak. And he did that. That boy did that, and he said, that was a good feeling, basically. Because it's a grudge. Fire torch கையில வச்சுக்கிட்டு நீ அடுத்தவனை எரிக்கணும் அப்படின்ட்டு ஆக்சுவலா ஃபயர் டார்ச்சை நீ க்ளோஸாக செஸ்ட் க்ளோஸாக வச்சுக்கிட்டு தட்ஸ் இன்செக்யூரிட்டி. அவன் அங்கே இருக்கான், அவனுக்கு ஏதாவது யூ ஆர் கோயிங் டு பி பாயிண்ட் அவே. தட்ஸ் கால்ட் அஸ் இன்செக்யூரிட்டி. ஸோ தேர்ட் ஒன், வாட் இஸ் த தேர்ட் கொஸ்டின்? இஸ் தேர் எனிதிங் டு praise? Can I praise? Answer should always be yes for it. ஏதோ ஒரு விஷயத்தில் ஒரு அப்ரிசியேஷன் ஒரு praise பண்ணணும். Wonderful. Maybe this is a bad climate, but I'm so happy that the natural resources are getting so much of rain, fertile water. That's praise, right? Fourth question. How many questions did I mention that I'm going to give you for insecurity? I said 4. You say 3? Okay, right. But I'll go and syllabus and I'm 4 questions, not 4 questions. So question number 4. Maybe it might be enhanced to 5 or 6, but I will definitely not cut it down. Question number 4, when you are having insecure feeling, how have I dealt something like this in the past? இது மாதிரி ஒரு சிச்சுவேஷன் நான் பாஸ்ட்ல எப்படி ஹேண்டில் பண்ணிருக்கேன்? How have I dealt something like this in the past? Your mind is going to come up with answers. Well, when you are in the 7th standard and 8th standard, you are very graceful. இப்போ இருக்கிறனால நீ இல்லை அப்படின்னு உங்க மைண்ட் ஏதாவது சொல்லும். அப்போ you will feel ashamed. You are in the 10th standard, you are like this. When you are in the 8th standard, you are like this. And your mind is going to change. Question number 1, to handle insecurity. Come on, shoot. Loud and clear. Exactly. What is special in this situation? Question number 2. What's special in me? Question number 3. Fantastic. What's question number 4? Right. We started the discussion about 5 ingredients. What was the first ingredient that we dealt with? Feeling of fantasies. What's the second one? Feeling of lust. And what's the third one? Feeling of insecurity. And what's the fourth one? The fourth one, again, another sensitivity. Ego ingredients against opposite gender. Ego ingredients against opposite gender. Till you die. Opposite gender related ego. Now, this is even more supreme than insecurity, and that too exclusively during the teenage. We tend to compare between our opposite gender. If you're a boy, you tend to compare between girls, and if you're a girl, you tend to compare between boys, and this is quite natural. In the feelings, you're really a patient if you're not having any of these feelings, but it is quite natural to have a tendency of comparison. But the comparison is natural and healthy in children. But the comparison is at the stage. Chauvinism. Have you heard about the word called as chauvinism? Chauvinism. C-H-A-U-V-N-I-S-M. Male chauvinism, female chauvinism. Male chauvinism அப்படின்னா அவங்களுக்கு girls பிடிக்காது. They support only guys. Female chauvinism அப்படின்னா அவங்களுக்கு guys பிடிக்காது. They support only girls. Yeah. Correct. Good. இது ஒரு inferior complex. இது actually ஒரு disease. இன்னும் closer சொல்ல போனா it is actually very close to depression. I hate these girls, you know. The girls are the biggest mistake that God has ever made. Guys, oh my God, these men. I'm so much blessed to be a girl. This is inferior complex. These people are actually patients. When you are dominated with this fourth ingredient called as comparison between the opposite gender, that's again a form of insecurity. At that point of time, I want you to think yourself as an ordinary human being. When Bruce Lee started inventing kung fu moves, die-hard fan of Bruce Lee. I'm a die-hard fan of Bruce Lee. Started inventing the kung fu moves. He showed a lot of violence. Jeet Kune Do, a Chinese philosophy. Bruce Lee when there is one kick. The kick has to be completely with a lot of violence so that the enemy will be rattled when he looks into your foot. This is eyesight. Mix violence with violence. Came another hero after Bruce Lee, appeared along with Bruce Lee, considered Bruce Lee as his mentor. In a movie called as Big Boss, Bruce Lee gives an elbow punch and he takes the man and he brings him to the front and again he gives a punch. The boy flaunts over and falls down. Jackie Chan. He was a body double for a stunt master. And Jackie Chan later in the interview, Bruce Lee, for real he kicked on my ribcage, he mentioned. But he considered Bruce Lee as a role model. But this guy mixed humor with violence. When Bruce Lee mentioned one kick has to be blended with a lot of violence, Jackie Chan mentioned one kick can be blended with lots of humor. 3 styles of kicks and all the 3 styles of kicks will make the audience laugh. He mixed humor with violence. Unbelievable. Can you believe it? He mixed humor with violence. We have lots of people in Tamil Nadu who will mix violence into the humor. But he mixed humor into the violence. That's called as mind sight. Instead of seeing eyesight, mind sight. So an eyesight guy or a girl will have this kind of discrimination of comparing with opposite gender. A mind sight guy or a girl would say that, where does gender come from? She is a competent individual, I am a competent individual, so it's a healthy competition between both of us. That's what leaders think. Okay? That's what leaders think. இன்னைக்கு ஒரு விஷயம் நல்லா ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. This can be done only by boys, this can be done only by girls. Anything can be done by anybody. It's all about a matter of potential and mindset. Girls can do boys' job, boys can do. I'll show you. Last week I was a part of a HR panel and mechanical engineering graduates. We recruited 18 mechanical engineering graduates. Out of 18 mechanical engineering graduates, 11 were girls. For the first time, I'm seeing so much of mechanical engineering students in the girls section. So 11 out of 18 girls. Okay, happy for you. கை தட்டிட்டீங்கல்ல, அப்போ என்ன பண்ணணும்? ஒன்னா ஒழுங்கா எல்லாரும் சேர்ந்து ஃபுல் ஃபோர்ஸாக தட்டணும். அப்படி இல்லைன்னா யாருமே கை தட்டக்கூடாது. எப்படி டெத் ஃபிஷ் கை வச்சு இப்படி தட்டுவீங்களா கை? யாருக்காவது கை தட்டணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி நினைச்சீங்க அப்படின்னா மேக் ஷூர் யூ ஆர் கிளாப்பிங் வித் ஃபுல் எனர்ஜி அண்ட் ஃபுல் ஸ்வாங். Okay, do it for me once. Handshake கொடுக்கிறதுல ஒரு மெக்கானிசம் இருக்கு. Quick, come in. I'm not going to break your hand. Come in. You can believe me. What's your name? So this Dwayne Bravo is going to give me the handshake. So this is called as executive style, okay? So here, Abhishek has also held my hand on a proper basis. I have also hold Abhishek's hand on a proper basis. So 1, 2, 3. Alright, okay. The same executive handshake, if you are keeping on perennially shaking, this is called as a devil's handshake. Alright? So now, when I'm offering hand and Abhishek gives hand, you like this. When I'm offering like this and when Abhishek is hand, like this. When I'm offering hand and Abhishek is giving the hand like this, and I'll have to naturally go underneath Abhishek's palm. I have to naturally Abhishek's palm. Abhishek's palm. Then it means Abhishek is very dominating. Alright? Okay? And when Abhishek is giving like this, and when I am giving like this, then it means you can rule me over, I am giving you all the liberty for ruling. There is one particular handshake which I never like. It's called as dead fish handshake. Okay, so the fingers and the hand are going to be like dead fish. Dead fish. So, அந்த மாதிரி கொடுக்குறவங்க கிட்ட நீங்க கை நாலு பிடிச்சிங்கனாலுமே உங்ககிட்ட சுப்ரீம் மோட்டிவேஷன் இருந்தாலும் ஐஸ் கட்டி கரைஞ்சு போற மாதிரி இந்த கை பிடிச்சோட கரைஞ்சு போயிடும். டெட் ஃபிஷ் ஹேண்ட்ஷேக். அதே மாதிரி கை தட்டுறதுலயும் ஒரு death fish clapping, executive clapping அப்படிங்கிறது. So always give handshake as executive and always clap as executive. Okay? Thank you, Mr. Glenn Brown. So sweet. Thank you. So I side versus my side. Okay? So that's what we have mentioned. Do you have any questions about this? Now, the fifth and final kind of a rattler that makes all the individuals go down is family legacy. Family legacy. Oh my God, am I going to cause a very big embarrassment for my mom and dad? Oh my God, my mom and dad, are they going to get ashamed of? Oh my God, what will my mom and dad think? Oh my God, what will my family think? Oh my God, what will happen when my family comes to know that I am this kind of a person? So, the fifth negative element that is really eroding the youngsters is about the family. நீங்க பெருசா ஒன்றும் தப்பு பண்ணிருக்க மாட்டீங்க, ஆனா நீங்க கம்பேர் பண்ணுவீங்க, அப்பா இது ரொம்ப தொல்லை பண்ணுவோம், அம்மா இது ரொம்ப தொல்லை பண்ணுவோம் அப்படின்னு. என்ன கேட்டீங்கன்னா that feeling is really good. That fear is really good. Because that particular boy or that particular girl will not go on a long path. But the point is, sometimes in life we have to take some calculated risk. Like, take your plus 2 examination for example. All you three people are having a vital period of time. Plus 2, 10th and 11th students. All of you are equally competent and all of you are put into symmetry in the same level of your life mechanism. During this period, your mind will keep on flashing and it will backstab you, making you think that you are definitely going to earn dismay for your mom and dad. This is so much of a bad feeling and it is going to attack you on a very big impact, big time. இதுலேருந்து எப்படி நம்ம அவாய்ட் பண்ணணும், இதுலேருந்து எப்படி நம்ம தப்பிக்கலாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கேட்டீங்க அப்படின்னா, here is where your value system has to be brought up. Value system. எந்த நேரத்தில் நான் ஸ்ட்ரென்த்ஃபுல்லாக ஃபீல் பண்ணுவேன், எந்த நேரத்தில் நான் பயப்படுவேன், எந்த நேரத்தில் நான் ஸ்கில்ஃபுல்லாக நடந்துக்குவேன், எந்த நேரத்தில் எனக்கு பாசிட்டிவான எண்ணங்கள் இருக்கும், எந்த நேரத்தில் நான் நெகட்டிவாக யோசிப்பேன் அப்படின்னு உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருந்தது அப்படின்னா, it means you are having a proper value system. I don't know about my strengths, sir, but I certainly know about my weakness. So you are having a very good value system. I don't know about my weakness, Mr. Manikandan, but I am very much okay with my strengths. I can really contribute well with my strengths. You are not aware of your value system. So here it becomes so much important to know the value system. During the month of November 2017, I met all of your parents. And during the month of June 2017, I met your parents. Your parents have met me twice. அப்போ அவங்ககிட்ட நான் சொன்ன ஒரே ஒரு முக்கியமான விஷயம், don't overreact for the weaknesses of your children. But tell them that you have identified that weakness, and also tell them, I'm damn sure you are going to come out of the weakness. உங்க குழந்தைகிட்ட இருக்கிற வீக்னஸை பார்த்து உடனே ஓவர் ரியாக்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இப்படி பண்ற பார்த்தியா, அது வரைக்கும் நான் இந்த மாதிரி பார்த்தே இல்லை, நீ 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 இந்த வயசு கேட்க தப்பெல்லாம் பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சிட்ட, இப்படிலாம் பேசாதீங்க. ஆனால் லுக், இட்ஸ் குவைட் காமன், இட்ஸ் குவைட் நேச்சுரல் டு ஹேவ் தீஸ் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ். ஆனால் நீ மீண்டு வந்துடுவேன்னு எனக்கு உங்களை நம்பிக்கை இருக்கு. இப்படி ஒரு அப்பா சொன்னாங்க, இப்படி ஒரு அம்மா சொன்னாங்கன்னா, will you feel good or not? That's what you are expecting also, right? அதை நீங்களும் செய்யணுங்கிற நான். The depth that you have when you say the word yes, the same depth has to be put into when you are supposed to talk to your parents. Parents கிட்ட போய் நீங்க சொல்லுங்க, தயவு செய்து சொல்லுங்க. Talk to your parents stating that, look, this is what I am going to achieve. You need not worry. I am going to come into this position, I am going to earn this particular way, I am going to get to this particular pinnacle, and I am going to pioneer in this particular skill. அப்படிங்கறது எடுத்து தில்லா சொல்லுங்க parents கிட்ட. In fact, that's going to be a wonderful success, because the moment when you talk about those things to your parents, and the time la ungalku or sandosham kedukudhu pathina, and the blessed here, look at the number of hands, very limited. Okay, right. Over to this, idu adhigama pannivenda. அதுக்காக ஒவ்வொரு தடவையும் போய் வந்துட்டு தெலுங்கு பட ஹீரோ மாதிரி, உன் பையன் 2019 இங்க இருப்பான், உன் பையன் 2022 அங்க இருப்பான், இதெல்லாம் நான் பண்ண சொல்றேன். ஒரிஜினலா உண்மையை மட்டும் பேசுறேன். Speak only the truth, and speak only the tangible information, not like commercial film heroes. Just speak the truth. Go tell your mom and dad, don't worry about the mark. I will definitely get a deserving mark because I am putting my hard work. Don't worry about my goals because I have attended a session and people are there to guide me in my school, and I am going to make this particular preparations, and I will definitely be able to do that. That's the one and only way to escape that family legacy problem. It's actually a very positive word, family legacy. And the positive word is நான் ஏன் டைட்டில் கொடுத்துருக்கேன் தெரியுமா? சம்டைம்ஸ் அந்த ஃபேமிலி லெகசியே வந்துட்டு உங்களுடைய த்ரோட்டுக்கு வந்து நைஃபாக மாறிடும். Oh my God, what a big legacy my family has. Will I be diluting that? Will I be the sole reason for depleting that? அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி உங்களை யோசிக்கும். For that, my dear boys and girls, talk to the family, talk to the members. ஒரு மேரேஜ் ஃபங்க்ஷனுக்கு போனீங்கன்னா ரிலேட்டிவ்ஸை பார்த்து திருடான்னு என்ன பேசு. Don't run away from the relatives. ரிலேட்டிவ்ஸ் இருக்கா பார்த்தீங்களா, அவங்க இந்த டைமில் ஒரு விஷயத்தை சூப்பராக பண்ணுவாங்க. நீங்கள் போய் நின்று உடனே அப்புறம் என்ன பண்ண போகிற +2 முடிச்சுட்டு அப்படின்னு கேட்பாங்க. நீங்கள் +2 முடிச்சுட்டு ஒரு காலேஜுக்கு நீங்கள் போயிட்டீங்க அப்படின்னா, அப்புறம் எந்த காலேஜில் சேர்ந்துருக்கீங்க அப்படின்னு கேட்பாங்க. அந்த காலத்தில் நீங்கள் பாட்டுக்கு ஒழுங்காக படிச்சுட்டீங்கன்னா முடிச்சுட்டு எங்கே வேலைக்கு போக போகிறேன், நீங்கள் வேலை ஒரு சொன்னீங்க அப்படின்னா இந்த காலேஜில் படிச்சுட்டு அந்த வேலைக்கு போக போகிறேன். சரி, ஓகே, இதுக்குன்னே இருப்பாங்க. That defines only them, that does not define you. நீங்கள் என்ன பண்ணுங்க, அவங்ககிட்ட கோவத்தை காமிக்கணும். Rather, make them feel special. எல்லாம் அங்கிள் உங்களுக்கு தான் ஐடியா இருந்தால் சொல்லுங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டீங்கன்னா அவர் 3/4 மணி நேரத்துக்கு பேசுவார். ஸோ அவர் பேசி முடிச்சதுக்கப்புறம் ஐடியா அங்கிள் உங்களுக்கு இன்னொரு பிரெயின் கை கொடுங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஃபேண்டாஸ்டிக் அங்கிள் அப்பா அடிக்கடி உங்களை சொல்லுவார், உங்களை பற்றி சொல்லிட்டே இருக்கேன் அப்படின்னு நீ நீட்டாக வந்துடுங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் அந்த அங்கிள் உங்களை பார்த்தாருன்னு வச்சுக்கீங்க, அப்படியே கட்டி பிடிச்சிப்பாரு. பிகாஸ் நீங்கள் மனசில் இடம் பிடிச்சிட்டீங்க. ஆனால் நீங்கள் என்ன மீன் பண்ணி சொல்றீங்க? அப்பா அடிக்கடி உங்களை பற்றி பேசுறாரு, நீங்கள் சொன்னது அப்பா அவரை பற்றி திட்டுறப்ப என்னெல்லாம் சொன்னாருங்கிறத நீங்கள் மீன் பண்ணிக்கலாம். அவர் அப்பா என்ன பற்றி தான் பேசுவார், உங்களை பற்றி தான். ராத்திரி பகல் எப்போ பார்த்தாலும் ஒரு 10 நிமிஷம் பேசாம இருக்க மாட்டார். அம்மாவுடைய அண்ணன் இருக்காரு அப்படின்னு அப்பா சொல்றாரு, அதான் தெரியுது. ஸோ நீங்கள் அவங்க வழியிலே போங்க. Overall, keep your mind very protected. உங்க மைண்ட்ல வந்துட்டு எந்த பாய்சனும் ஆசிடா கலந்துருக்கும். Keep your mind very protected. Be like a mirror. But அப்பா அம்மா கிட்ட மட்டும் எந்த ஹிப்போக்ரிசிஸும் வேணும். அவங்க கிட்ட ஒரிஜினலா என்ன இருக்கோ அதை சொல்லுங்க. இப்போ நான் சொன்ன இந்த 5 dramatic issues of a teenager அப்படிங்கிறத பத்தி அப்பா அம்மாட்ட பேசுங்க. Today I attended a session, one guy came and he told about all this அப்படிங்கிறத அப்பா அம்மாட்ட பேசுங்க. Tell what kind of session the school has arranged for you. Tell what kind of efforts and hard work the teachers have put for you in order to make this session possible. Talk about the teachers. Talk about the board. Talk about the chairman. Talk about the MD. Talk about the efforts that are taken. Spend quality time. Hostel phone very basic. So, done. So these are the 5 areas. Okay. Once again, can you utter the 5 areas around? Fantasies? Lust? Insecurity? Fantastic. If you are able to take control of all this.